Okay, Mechslayer on Liang, very unusual, on the right, against Strong Arm on the left for Striker. So let's see what they've both got. So Mechslayer is playing Mammoth Tank deck again. That's not too surprising, given that he's playing Liang. You expect to see tech with Liang deck. Striker is microing his Harvester around. I assume that's an error. He's probably trying to use these militants. And Mechslayer's got a very weird deck here. He's got all 4 buildings, and he's playing drones, which I believe... Drones recently received a change. I wouldn't call it a buff. They now take 1 missile shot to die. I think they are not playable right now because they simply don't have the hit points to make an impact in the game. And yeah, as you see here, they're fighting one-on-one against these missiles, and they're just getting utterly destroyed by them. Not looking good for them. So I'm surprised that Mechslayer hasn't made a second Harvester. If he's trying to make Mammoth Tanks, he's going to need 2 Harvesters to get enough income for that. And this Mohawk going for the Harvester is not going to work out. He really needs to fight that Pitbull. He can't just drive along. And yeah, here you see the power of Raider. That Mohawk did absolutely nothing, and the Pitbull just killed it almost for free. I really think Mechslayer needs to be switching his tech options here. He can't just keep using drones against his infantry. It's clearly not working. He needs to make Shockwave Troopers. And he's just going to lose the first missile, basically having no impact whatsoever on this game so far. I think Mechslayer, he doesn't have even with 2 Harvesters, he's going to struggle to get enough income for a Mammoth Tank. Striker is just abusing Pitbulls, because the Pitbulls are amazing. And here you see the problem with basically all air decks, which is that your air units, even the ones designed to fight ground, like a Mohawk, even they struggle to fight Pitbulls. And Striker takes that Harvester pretty easily. He's got 300 Tiberium now. He has way more Tiberium than he can possibly use. He actually, I think, should be using his units to move around a little more. He could finish off this drone squad at the top right. And he needs to be charging this missile constantly. If a Mammoth does come out, it could take control of the pad, and pressuring the Harvesters doesn't actually help him very much. He needs to be fighting over these missiles. He needs to win the game before a Mammoth comes out, which is what these Shock Troopers are going to attempt to do. It looks like this is going to be it. Mechslayer needs to really fight over this missile right now, or he's in trouble. If he can kill off this Pitbull and get these shocks onto the field, he might stand a chance. No, it looks like Striker's just got this locked up. And there's not a lot to be said there. I think the drones were unable to fight missile troopers, and the Mohawks were unable to fight Pitbulls. It was a very poor matchup for him overall. And good game, Striker.